We all know the multicolored staples, the cards that we throw into all of our commander decks. But what about the multicolored cards that we don't play? The cards that are seeing less than 3% of play in all of our commander decks. That's what we're going to be looking at on today's episode. Starting off with number 10, Pernicious Deed, a 3-mana enchantment, Golgari. Pay X and sacrifice Pernicious Deed. Destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with converted mana cost X or less. This card is seeing play in only 1.3% of decks. A card like this, is it even worth it these days? It is a reliable board wipe. You can choose how much mana you want to put into Pernicious Deed to destroy whatever artifact, creature, or enchantment you want to remove. If you have a 6 CMC creature, you can put 5 mana into a Pernicious Deed and destroy everything. If you have a player who has overwhelmed the board with tokens, Pernicious Deed becomes 3 mana, destroy all their tokens. It is an excellent option. It's a modal board wipe because it allows you to pick and choose what you want to get rid of. Also, you can bring it back from the graveyard if you're in a Muldrotha deck. And it's excellent in Super Friends decks because notice what it doesn't destroy. It doesn't destroy Planeswalkers. So Pernicious Deed is an excellent option for us to be putting into our commander decks, and it only costs $3.16. You can't go wrong with Pernicious Deed. Number 9 is Fiend Artisan. It's a 2-mana Golgari creature. It gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. And then you can pay X and a Golgari, and then you can sacrifice another creature, search your library for another creature card that has CMC X or less, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library, but you can only do that as a sorcery. It's only being played in 1.73% of decks, but why though? This card is amazing. It is a creature tutor that tutors for other creatures, and it sacrifices creatures and puts them into the graveyard, which Golgari decks really, really like to do, and it's a tutor that doesn't just immediately give you what you want, and it doesn't tell the table what you're going to get, because you sacrifice another creature. You say, I'm going to put 5x plus the green, so I'm looking for any creature that has a CMC of 5 or less. What could that possibly be? It gives you lots of options, but it doesn't immediately give you what you're looking for, like a demonic tutor or a vampiric tutor, so you have to work with it. It is an excellent synergy piece with graveyard decks that want to be putting creatures into graveyards. Fiend Artisan in my Slimefoot and Squee deck is an amazing choice. This card is only $4.72. It definitely should be seeing more play in our commander decks. Number 8 is Glassdust Hulk. It's a 3 and an Azorius artifact creature golem. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, Glassdust Hulk gets +1/+1 until the end of turn, and then it can't be blocked. It also has cycling. Only 0.13% of decks are playing this, but this is an all-star, and I'm going to show you why. It doesn't say non-token artifacts. It just says artifacts. So if you have treasures, if you have clues, if you have food, if you have maps, if you have any servos, thopters, constructs, how many token decks are there that just flood the board with random artifacts? Glassdust Hulk sees each one of them entering the battlefield, and it gets a boost of +1/+1, and it can't even be blocked, which means that Glassdust Hulk in the right deck has a huge amount of potential damage output. It is an excellent option in artifact decks, specifically artifact decks that are looking to have a lot of tokens. And if you're in a pinch, you can just cycle Glassdust Hulk away, throw it to the graveyard, and because you're an artifact deck, you're going to get it back eventually. But then it helps you to cycle through your cards to be able to get something that's more useful. Glassdust Hulk is 9 cents. Artifact players, pick up a Glassdust Hulk, put it into your decks. You will not be disappointed. Okay, we're going to be mean today. Shadow of Doubt. It's a 2 Dimir instant. Players can't search libraries this turn. Draw a card. It's only being played in 0.1% of decks. Why are we not playing this card more often? This card affects the high value place. Someone says, I'm going to play a vampiric tutor. Shadow of a Doubt. Are you really going to go tutor for that thing? They demonic tutor for something. Shadow of a Doubt. Are you really going to do that thing? I don't think you're going to do that. Or, I mean, if you want to be really, really mean, someone cracks a fetch land. I doubt you're going to find anything. They play a Rampant Growth. I doubt you're going to find anything. Or if you want to be super, super, super mean, they scape shift, and then you Shadow of a Doubt. You're not searching your library. Doubt. And it's a really, really mean card, but it's a really funny card too. And it also it cantrips, which is pretty good. And in Spellslinger decks like my Lord of the Nazgul deck, where I just want to be playing in instants that just give me value, Shadow of the Doubt in the right moment can really set someone else back and can set you pretty far ahead. So it's excellent in those Spell Slinger style decks. It's only $1.87. True, you might lose some friends along the way. Or will you? I don't know. You can have your doubts. On to number 6, Double Major. Double Major is a Simic instant. Copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if the spell is legendary. Now, only 2.42% of decks are playing this. But did you read the card? Did you even see what it does? It copies legendary creatures on the stack. True, it has to be a legendary creature you control, but wait, it isn't just even legendary creatures. It copies any type of creatures, but especially for the legendary creatures. Like, I don't know, our commanders that we always have. I had a Coma deck, and I played Double Major in it, and having 2 Comas on my side of the board because of Double Major was backbreaking for the rest of the table. And it's a very low investment. It's only 2 mana. And if it pays off, you're going to take over the board, you're going to take over the game, and likely you're going to swing it in your favor. So Double Major should definitely be seeing more play in our commander decks. Number 5, Colossal Sky Turtle. It's 4, 2 green and a blue for an enchantment creature turtle, flying in Ward 2. Ignore that part because it has 2 channel abilities. The first ability is 2 and a green. You discard Colossal Sky Turtle, you return target card from your graveyard to your hand, so regrowth. Or you have 1 and a blue, you discard Colossal Sky Turtle, and you return target creature to its owner's hand. It's being played in only 1.92% of decks. This card is definitely being underplayed because it is a modal creature spell that is very hard to interact with. Do you want to bring back one of your most important creatures? Colossal Sky Turtle will let you do that. Or a removal spell. Colossal Sky Turtle will get your back. Or a counterspell. Colossal Sky Turtle will get your back. Or Wrath. Colossal Sky Turtle can do that for 3 mana. Or if you want to return a creature card to its owner's hand, a creature that's really, really annoying, Colossal Sky Turtle will let you do that. Also, it will let you return your own creature to your hand if it has a powerful ETB, or to avoid a removal spell or a Wrath. Colossal Sky Turtle has your back. This card is also super hard to interact with because we're prepared with the negates. We're prepared with the counter spells. And then Colossal Sky Turtle's like, but did you have a Stifle in hand? Probably not. Colossal Sky Turtle is good in all brackets. I've even seen Colossal Sky Turtle showing up in CDH decks. How on earth is that happening? It's a 7 mana 6/5. It's because of the channel ability. It gets around those annoying things that silence abilities. Colossal Sky Turtle is 50 cents. It's a turtle that flies. And it's only 50 cents. We should definitely be playing it more in our commander decks. Number 4, Fractured Identity. 3, a white and a blue. Sorcery. Exile target non-land permanent, and then each player other than its controller creates a token that's a copy of it. And it's only being played in 1.53% of decks. It is definitely undervalued because it is removal plus value. You deal with the obnoxious thing on your opponent's side of the board, and then you get the value from it. But not you only. It's also the other players around you. It punishes the arch enemy, the person who's so far ahead, and it also beefs up the players who are a little bit further behind. Fractured Identity is not always good. There are going to be situations when it's not the best idea to give your 2 other opponents a card that is really going to be damaging them. Like if you have someone with a Smothering Tithe, you probably don't want to play a Fractured Identity because you want to keep your sanity. But there are going to be moments when you want to get rid of their big major threat, as long as you look at the other players around you and say, hey, listen, I'm going to give us a really, really good option. Just don't send it my way. It punishes the arch enemy, and it leads to memorable and fun games where you have something silly happen. Like one person has a Rhystic Study, Fractured Identity. So now the other people who don't play Rhystic Study, now they have no choice but to keep Rhystic Study on their side of the board. You just shared the love with them. Fractured Identity has some fun moments in it. It's only 46 cents. You should definitely be playing it in your commander deck. Number 3, Lukka, Bound to Ruin. It's 2, a red, a green, and a Phyrexian completed mana symbol. It has 5 loyalty, plus 1 you get to add Gruul. You can spend that mana to cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. The -1 creates a Phyrexian Beast token, which you're probably not going to do a whole lot of. Or, the real reason why we're playing Lukka, -4, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of creatures and planeswalkers, where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you activated this ability. That's the part that stands out to me. Only 0.42% of decks are playing this, and this is some secret tech for those powers matter decks, because this has a variety of abilities. It gives me ramp when I need ramp, it gives me removal when I need removal, and most importantly, that board wipe on the bottom is bananas. I had a Crush the Blood Braided deck, and I had Lukka in it, and Crush was the most powerful creature on the board, but after Lukka was done with him, I had not only wiped the entire board of all of their creatures, but then Crush just amassed so many +1/+1 counters because of Lukka. And Lukka is excellent in stomping decks like in Xenagos or any number of our dragon decks that we really like to ramp, but now it has removal attached to it. It's only 42 cents. I know Planeswalkers are not really great in Commander, but Planeswalkers like this, where you just play it for its last ability, expecting that it's not going to survive, but it's going to do a whole lot of damage on the way out, should definitely be seeing more play in our Commander decks. Number 2, Portal Manipulator. 2 and a hybrid Azorius. It's a human wizard with flash. When it enters the battlefield during the declare attacker step, choose target player and any number of target attacking creatures their opponents control. Those creatures are now attacking that player. Only 0.26% of decks are playing this, and this is a sleeper card if ever I saw it, because it is a super fun combat trick where at the exact right moment for you and wrong moment for your opponents, you get to flash in this creature, and then you get to choose a player, and then all the attacking creatures are going at that player and no longer at you. So it's a really fun combat trick where it's kind of like you just flash it and say, I know you are sending everything my way, but what if instead you took out player number 2 over there who you just made an alliance with? Now he's going to be really unhappy with me, but mostly with you because you're the one who's doing all the damage. It is a reusable fog on ETB. Because what do blue decks really, really like to play? Blink abilities, where I'm now able to blink Portal Manipulator over and over and over again, and now you have no choice but to be attacking all of the other players around me until it's just you and me. This is player removal. If you're going to swing out with 110 power worth of dragons, and I flash in a Portal Manipulator and send it at the Atraxa player to my left, GG, good luck Atraxa player, you're about to get smacked in the face. All on a 4-mana 3/2. It's a phenomenal card. It's player removal on a creature in the right circumstances. It's $1.53. We should definitely be playing Portal Manipulator in our Commander decks. And last but not least, our number 1 card of the week, the Dragon Lord pick of the week, the card that is really good in Dragon decks. It's Waves of Aggression. It's a 5 mana. It's 3 hybrid Boros, sorcery. Untap all creatures that attack this turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. And it has the ability Retrace. So you can play it from your graveyard by discarding a land card and paying the cost of the spell. Only 0.16% of decks are playing this. And in the Dragon, we have over 5,000 decks playing Aggravated Assault, which is 3 mana for an enchantment with a 3 and 2 red. Untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase, followed by an additional main phase. Aggravated Assault is being played in 5,000 decks, and Waves of Aggression is being played in 53 decks. Explain this one to me, dear Dragon players. Aggravated Assault is an enchantment which can be destroyed. It costs 7 mana to do. Waves of Aggression costs 5 mana, is a sorcerer, so you have to interact with it on the stack. And Waves of Aggression can be replayed as many times as you have lands in hand. Aggravated Assault, you gotta pay 5 mana every single time, and it can be destroyed. It has to be done at sorcery speed. Same way Waves of Aggression is, but Waves of Aggression can't be destroyed by a Haywire Might. Dragon decks need to pick up this card because it is a game-ending spell, especially in the Dragon, because it just enables in repeated combats. Dragons win by attacking people, by doing damage. And so by having repeated combat abilities like Waves of Aggression, we can overwhelm the table by just attacking over and over and over again until eventually we win the game. And so that type of ability is excellent in Dragon Tribal. And because we tend to draw lots of cards through our Dragon's EDBing, or we have those power draw matter cards, sometimes we just have a bunch of random lands on our hand that we don't really need, and Waves of Aggression says you can put those lands to good use. It's an excellent card that we should be playing more of in our Dragon Tribal decks, and because it just got reprinted in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set, the price of that version has dropped considerably to $2.39. If you want the original version, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but yet the card itself is phenomenal. We should be playing more of it. Well, that brings us to the end of today's video. Which of the cards will you be playing in your commander decks? Which of them are you going to be picking up in your commander decks? And which of the cards that you wanted to see did I not highlight in this episode? And perhaps in another video when we're going to be looking at some more multicolored cards, I can feature those. Once again, if you enjoy this content, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.